won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing.
Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Roberto Duran.
Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran.
Introducing the Bronze Bomber, the left hook Wilder. There's the right hand, that's the big shot. Wilder, there's a right hand. The left hook, clubbing right hand.
This is Deontay Wilder. Global Comeback Collector. Legacy Reloaded, baby. Blood Squad!
Not to be a disaster.
If he dies, he dies.
What's up, y'all? It's Boxing Me Podcast back up in here. Watching this live Brian Norman Jr. fight against Sasaki. Yeah, y'all, they got us up early. Got us up at 7 in the morning waiting for the fight. Over in Japan. Who y'all got? I got Brian Norman winning. Them boys is working. Knocking the other dude. Damn good fight. Let's get both of those guys a round of applause. When we went 4 rounds, they was chunking though. Yes, sir. Hold on, y'all. 1 second.
I would like to shout out to Sasaki.
Chciałbym podziękować panu promotorowi, panu Ohashiemu, którego widzimy teraz na ekranach, i bo pana Romana Kasekowicz. Co było, ありまして、人生もいろいろ分岐をかけています。家族の皆さん、奥様になって今、ドラマ書きました。
Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Yeah, man. Y'all think we gonna get that Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Sr.? I don't know. You know, Brian Norman Sr. and Bill been talking. They've been chopping it up in these YouTube streets. Might make that fight. Who knows? We'll see though. Ready to see that Brian on the scene.
Not only my wife, but my personality. So of course my wife, thank you so much.
Oczywiście dziękuję mojej małżonce, ale dziękuję także całej rodzinie za te wsparcie, za to, że przemierzamy tę drogę razem. 行われます。その前にこの試合でした。どんなふうにご覧の試合ご覧になっているのか、次したいですか。
Shout out to whoever in the building.
Pośredni pomiędzy Sasaki i Normanem.
すごい試合に自分の試合を組んでいただいて、本当に
嬉しくて、で、それを同じ会場で生で見るっていうのがすごい、いい経験になるなと思って、はい。本当にいい試合っていうか、いい機会を試合を組んでいただいて、本当に。
Man, dude got a long after speech. Dang, they giving him a whole full interview at the end of the fight.
Mogę dzielić przed walką o Mistrzostwo Świata. No i oczywiście będę chciał obejrzeć ten pojedynek na własne oczy z bliska.
Boxing, number one, is skill. It's all about skill, basically. When you come to real boxing, I'm not talking about no Sylvester Stallone shit. That shit they show on TV, that's bullshit. When you start talking about real boxing take real skill. Okay?
Brought in some big guys in here. You beat them all.
It ain't only about being big. You gotta have skills, son.
Okay, let's get to the fight, man. Let's get to the fight.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So you're the WBC champion over there. That's what's up. Okay, the Brian Norman Sr. WBO World Welterweight Championship up next, y'all. 12 rounds. Tokyo, Japan. Let's go.
Każdemu życzę takiego życia. W wieku 93 lat, jakie ma. A więc już tylko walka wieczoru przed nami. I to chyba
Sasaki, Kubak.
przed tym, co nas czeka w starciu Briana Normana Juniora z G. Sasaki. Nie, chyba być nie może.
Ring getting packed now, y'all.
Pod wpływem emocji, pod wrażeniem tego, co się stało. Myślę, że tu również będzie się wiele działo, tylko na wyższym poziomie.
Everybody done made weight. Here come the main event. Shout out to whoever in the building, man. Shout out to whoever in the building. Brian Norman Jr. coming up next against Sasaki.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Ciekawy zdecydował się czempion ze Stanów Zjednoczonych, żeby wziąć pas i polecieć do Japonii na starcie.
Let's go, Brian Norman Sr. I think Brian Norman Sr. Brian Norman Jr. gonna have too much power for him. I think I'm going for the stoppage. I don't know. I know Brian Norman Jr. You got to make a statement on this one. If not, they might give it to Jen Sasaki over in his town. If Jen Sasaki don't, if Brian Norman Jr. don't make a statement. I remember this fight right here, man. This fight right here was a bloodbath. See, Brian Norman Jr. He got power in both hands too, and he got a good left hand. That's when he busted dude's nose open right there. And then he dropped you with 2 uppercuts. There you go, right there. And he go to the body. and double up on his punches. We'll see tonight, though. Again, pretty sure he'll be victorious, though. I don't think Sasaki got enough power for Brian Norman Jr. What y'all think? I said go to about the 8th round.
Widzieliśmy Supermana i teraz proszę popatrzeć, co w ringu wyprawia Sasaki. A więc pretendent japoński numer 2.
Still waiting, y'all. They said it was gonna start around 7 something too. That boy Jin Sasaki got a nice left and a right too, though. I ain't never seen Jin Sasaki fight. And he got, oh yeah, this is about to be a good fight right here. Okay. But all Brian Norman Sr. got to do, I don't know why I keep calling this nigga Brian Norman Sr. All make that nigga Brian Norman Sr. always be on that. Be always on YouTube and shit more than his son. Or the boxing dads. Woo, that boy Sasaki got some work to the body too. Okay. Brian Norman Jr., he ain't gonna be bagging up like that. Yeah, he ain't gonna be bagging up like that. I think this is gonna be a straightforward fight. Like I said, I think Brian Norman Jr., his power gonna be too much for Sasaki. Here we go, y'all. They about to come to the ring in a minute. The arena is building up. Got 2 people up. We got some people in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Like, comment, and subscribe. Wait on Brian Norman Jr. and Jin Sasaki.
That's some pussy shit. That's some weak shit. Oh, you can't come in this much and shit. I man, get the fuck out of here. It's boxing. You got on the scale. I made the weight. Regardless when I come back, ass. Hey, you accepted the fight. Let's get in there and fight like me. Simple as that.
You heard what Bo Max said. Yeah, man. What's going on? I know they done got their hands wrapped by now. Shout out to whoever in the building, man. Shout out to whoever just came in the building. Anybody got Sasaki winning?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Give me a second, y'all. Okay. Brian Norman Jr. in the back, hitting the miss, getting ready, y'all. Sasaki sit back there, relax. Like he don't know what's about to happen to him. Sasaki ain't no slouch now, from what I done seen. Anybody got Sasaki winning? Who got Sasaki winning? I got Brian Norman Sr. winning all day. I got stoppage in 8. Those who just came in. If you ain't hear what I said. Yeah, I got Brian Norman Jr. by 8. Here's Tito. Could go either way, you know how boxing go.
Nie jest mistrzem defensywą, oczywiście potrafi boksować na świetne momenty, tak, ale to obrona nie jest najmocniejszą stroną normalnej.
Ale tak jest lepsza niż na Sasakiego. I teraz to jest tylko kwestia, jak on będzie w stanie znieść uderzenia Sasakiego, bo to, że Sasaki jest twardy.
Sasaki got a lot of people on this team. Man, they in there like a fucking football team or something. Basketball team. How many trainers he got? Trainer, cameraman, everything. Oh yeah, Sasaki about to come out and try to put on. He's gonna try to put on for his shit. Mistake. I think all Brian Norman Jr. got to do is use his jab, stay on his jab, double up on some of his punches. We'll see how it play out, though.
Kolorowo ubrany, dający takie elementy sportowego widowiska.
Okay, Sasaki about to come to the ring, y'all.
Ubrany, dający takie elementy sportowego widowiska. Sasaki.
Is it raining anywhere we all at, man? Well, I'm at over here in Ohio, man. It's raining. Been thunderstorming and raining. Supposed to have a tornado somewhere down this way, man. I hope they don't put the power out.
I pokazują sobie drogę się na Sasakiego do właśnie tej walki.
Shout out to whoever in the building. Shout out to whoever in the building waiting on that Brian Norman Jr. versus Jen Sasaki fight.
Boxing, number one, is skill. It's all about skill, basically. When you come to real boxing, I'm not talking about no Sylvester Stallone shit. That shit they show on TV, that's bullshit. When you start talking about real boxing take real skill. Okay?
Brought in some big guys in here. You beat them all.
It ain't only about being big. You gotta have skills, son.
Let's go, Brian Norman Jr. Ooh, good uppercut. Boom. Brian Norman Sr. ain't came to lay down. That's for sure. The boy Brian Norman Jr. about to give him 2 egg rolls to go. Right again. Let's go, y'all. Old Jimmy Lemon Jr. From Jen Sasaki, y'all. They got Jen Sasaki about to come to the ring like he about to be savage. Yeah, Jen Sasaki, he got a good left leaping hook too. Okay, y'all, let's go. Yeah, I don't know who did it big the most. Turkey out of Sheik or shit. Japan. Hold on, y'all. Sasaki look like he walking down with Mr. Miyagi. Mm-hmm.
Got him!
A lot of people came to that fight in Japan. Brian Norman Sr. haven't came out yet, y'all. I mean, Brian Norman Jr. haven't came out yet. That boy Jen Sasaki coming in the ring like
Wax on, wax off, breathe in, breathe out, wax on, wax off.
that's how that boy Jen Sasaki coming in the ring.
Got him!
This would be a big upset though if Jen Sasaki stopped Brian Norman. I don't see it happening though. I told you what Brian Norman Jr. about to do. He about to give him 2 egg rolls and send him on the way. That's what he about to do. Okay, y'all, here come Brian Norman Jr. What kind of music they got? Brian Norman Jr. coming out too. Sound like some Chinese Rocky or something. Okay. Okay. Brian Norman Jr. coming out to T.I. Let's go, Brian Norman Jr. Go, Brian Norman Jr. Let's give Brian Norman Jr. and Sasaki a round of applause. Let's go, y'all. They about to touch them up.
You will lose.
Look at Brian Norman Sr. back there with the A hat on. Representing the A. Sasaki look focused. You don't look scared, nigga. I don't know. Brian Norman Sr. Brian Norman Jr. better come out swinging or it's going to be some.
Wax on, wax off, breathe in, breathe out, wax on, wax off.
Let's go, y'all.
You guys.
For the feature of the evening brought to you by Ohashi Promotion in association with Arabs Top Rank Incorporated. This is sanctioned by the WBO. The president is Gustavo.
Not to be a disaster.
If he dies, he dies.
Introducing our three judges, scoring from ringside from Canada, Richard Bluan, from Japan, Tetsuya Iido, and from the United States, Robin Taylor. And introducing our third man, the referee in charge.
Like and subscribe to the channel too, y'all. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. Let's go, Brian Norman Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Tokyo, Japan, it's showtime around the world, live from Tokyo, Japan, it's showtime. Second defense of his world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's youngest current world champion, the undefeated, the welterweight champion of the world, introducing the assistant, Junior.
Sasaki came in at 147.
He's making his first attempt at the world title. Please welcome the worldwide welterweight contender, introducing the hard-hitting challenger,
Let's go, y'all.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Pierwszym w historii swojego kraju mistrzem świata kategorii półśredniej, czyli tej dywizji, która stanowiła i stanowi przez
Go.
przecież, że w niej dzielili i rządzili chociaż Manny Pacquiao czy Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do tego grona mistrzów chce łączyć Sasaki, ale zadanie
Okay, Sasaki got one loss. Okay, Brian Norman Jr. came in at 147 too. Okay, let's go, y'all. Round one. Okay, Sasaki working that jab. Jabbing to the body. Sasaki jabbing to the body. Brian Norman Jr. trying to catch him with that left hand with the left jab. Ooh, Brian Norman Jr. done dropped him already in the first round with a good left hook.
He needs some milk.
Round just started, y'all. We got 2 more minutes in the first round. Sasaki done got dropped already. We might not even go to 8. Sasaki feel that power. Good right hand. Brian Norman Jr. drops Sasaki again.
He needs some milk.
There's 2 knockdowns in the first round. Like I said, Brian Norman Jr. was going to have too much power for Sasaki. 1 minute in the first round. Good left again, good right. Ooh, good left by Sasaki. Okay, Sasaki going to the body. They tying up. Good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki trying to work the body. Sasaki a little too slow for Brian Norman Jr. too. Sasaki looked tired. He looked hurt. Good jab by Brian Norman Jr. Good left hand by Brian Norman Jr. Okay, they going toe to toe, y'all. Okay, Sasaki got Brian Norman Jr. on the ropes. Okay, Sasaki, Brian Norman Jr. got off the ropes. Okay, another uppercut by Brian Norman Jr. Right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Straight to the head of Sasaki. Another good uppercut for Brian Norman Jr. It's the end of the round, y'all. Sasaki got a strong chin. I think it's going to fade away, though, later in the rounds. He already been knocked down 2 times. That third time going to be that charm. When Brian Norman Jr. knock him down again. We headed to the second round, y'all. Good left by Brian Norman Jr. Sent that boy to the canvas in the first round.
Normana to jest właściwie może i aktualny finisher, bo on jeszcze w tym roku, w lutym, po 14 latach przerwy wrócił do zawodowego boksu i pokonał Grega Hacketa w wieku 40.
Yeah, it's gonna be an early night for Sasaki. At the beginning of the second round, y'all. That was Sasaki with that wild right again. He's trying to rough Brian Norman Jr. up, but he can't. Brian Norman Jr. keeping him off with the jab. Another good jab by Brian Norman Jr. Good overhand by Brian Norman Jr. Ooh, good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. And step to the side. Another good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. touching him up. Okay, Brian Norman Jr. got him in the corner. Brian Norman Jr. punishing this boy. Good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. I don't know how many more right hands Sasaki can take. Sasaki bagging up again against the ropes. He ready to go. Good body shot by Brian Norman Jr. Another good body shot by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki say, come on. He wants some more. You know when a person say they want some more, that shot hurt it. Okay. Sasaki come back with his own combination. Going to Brian Norman Jr. body. Okay. Brian Norman Jr. Another good body shot by Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, this ain't going no 12 rounds. They can cancel Christmas on that. Yeah, they can cancel Christmas on that 12 rounds. That ain't about to happen. Sasaki trying to jab to the body. Swing and a miss again by Sasaki. Brian Norman Jr. got Sasaki missing. Now Brian Norman Jr. stepping to his right. Now he's stepping back to his left. Okay, Sasaki trying to unload on Brian Norman Jr. in the corner. Brian Norman Jr. moved out of the corner. Now he's using the jab again, back on the jab. Ooh, good right hand, good uppercut by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki face looking like he can't take no more punishment. Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. a little too fast on that trigger against Sasaki. Sasaki trying though. Trying to unload on Brian Norman Jr., but Brian Norman Jr. willing to trade. Good second round. One thing Brian Norman Jr. got to do, he got to quit leaving his right open all the time. That's what he got. He got to work on his right, keeping his guard up on his right side. Or should I say his left side? Okay, Mr. Miyagi talking to Sasaki. Okay, it's the beginning of the third round, y'all. Okay, Sasaki jabbing to the body. Brian Norman Jr. jabbing to the body too. Sasaki look like she kind of tired. Still working the jab. Oh, good connect by Brian Norman Jr. with the right hand. Another good right hand by Brian Norman. Brian Norman Jr. got Sasaki against the ropes. Sasaki stuck in the corner. Sasaki trying to work his way out. Brian Norman Jr. hits Sasaki with the right hand. Good uppercut for Brian Norman Jr. The ref had to break it up. Good jabs though by Brian Norman Jr. Good right hands by Brian Norman Jr. Good 1-2 by Brian Norman Jr. Uh-oh, Sasaki looking like he waiting for the round to end. Sasaki can't respond. We got 30 seconds in the third round, y'all. Another good right hand for Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki say give him some more. Right now, Sasaki looking like a punching bag. Good body shots by Sasaki. Good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki throwing another wild shot. Wild right. Good left, good right by Brian Norman Jr. Another good left by Brian Norman Jr. Another good left. Stumble Sasaki. That's the end of the round, y'all. That was a good left hand, though. Jen Sasaki got in on Brian Norman Jr. It looked like he ain't phased Brian Norman Jr. at all. Okay, Brian Norman Sr. telling Brian Norman Jr. uppercut and cut to the side. We'll see if Brian Norman Jr. get him out of here this round. Sasaki already look like he's taking too much punishment. Okay, y'all, this is the beginning of the fourth round. Okay, Sasaki got Brian Norman Jr. against the ropes. Brian Norman Jr. spin him off the ropes. Another good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki ain't gonna be able to take too many of them right hands and uppercuts. Sasaki trying to drive to the body. Brian Norman Sr. Brian Norman Jr. just ate his jab. Another body shot by Sasaki. Another good right hand by Brian Norman. Jab by Sasaki. Another good right hand by Brian Norman. Look like he done split Sasaki with a right hand. Like Sasaki split. Another good uppercut by Brian Norman in the right hand. That boy Sasaki don't know what to do. That jab into the body ain't gonna work. It don't even look like it's phasing Brian Norman. Sasaki trying to keep Brian Norman in the middle of the ring. I don't know. Sasaki might have a second win. We'll see. Might have a second win. We'll see.
Ale dzisiaj ta cierpliwość musi być fundamentem jego boksu.
Another body shot by Sasaki. Another jab by Brian Norman Jr. Another right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Sasaki trying to hold now. Double jab by Brian Norman Jr. Good body shot with Brian Norman Jr. I ain't gonna lie, Sasaki got some heart though. He taking some good punches. He taking some good shots.
Faktycznie mistrzostwo nie panikują, nawet może się kleić.
Okay, they both fighting against the ropes. Sasaki trying to dig to the body. Another right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Oh, they said that the ref said it was a head, but so that's the end of the round, y'all.
Za nami w stawce ten tytuł do Amerykanina należąca, więc WPO pas, które posiadali więcej ludzie z zawodowego boksu.
Okay, we heading to the next round, y'all.
Gigantyczne bliska z zawodowego boksu. Ten, który dzisiaj jest wagowo, że on ceni, przecież do niezwykłej przyjemności należy oglądanie jego boksu.
Brian Norman Sr. talking to the assassin. Mr. Miyagi talking to Sasaki. I don't know, y'all. Sasaki corner might stop it. Beginning of the fifth round.
Dobrze, na początek był fatalny. 2 razy na deskach leciał Sasaki w pierwszym starciu.
Another headbutt. Super jab by Brian Norman Jr. Sends Sasaki to the floor again. Referee says it's a slip. Looked like a knockdown to me. Good fight by Brian Norman Jr.
Za swój charakter i brak umiejętności na tym skończyć tak przegrywać.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 46 seconds in round number 5. He is the winner by way of knockout and still
Brian Norman Jr. win by knockout.
the assassin, Brian Norman Jr.
Więc pozostaje mistrzem WBO nokautujący w piątym
Brian Norman Jr. winning by KO 5th round.
28 po raz 20.
Good fight by Brian Norman Jr. I told y'all that was gonna be too much power for Sasaki. Too much power for Sasaki. But all right, y'all, that's another fight in the book. Brian Norman Sr. wins in the 5th round. With a vicious hook straight to the chin of Sasaki. Boom. Good left hook. Stepping to the side of Sasaki.
Y'all see he got fought. The boy is not a stuff, stand calm. I give nothing but props to him. I love y'all over in Japan.
Dude, man, did you at least pinch the bitch?
Out to be a disaster.
If he dies, he dies.
Boxing, number one, is skill. It's all about skill, basically. When you come to real boxing, I'm not talking about no Sylvester Stallone shit. That shit they show on TV, that's bullshit. When you start talking about real boxing take real skill. Okay?
Brought in some big guys in here. You beat them all.
It ain't only about being big. You gotta have skills, son.
Sercem i wierzę w to, że w przyszłości będzie mistrzem świata. Sasaki to mówi Brian Norman Jr.
Let's see who next for Brian Norman Jr. In the 147 division. Will it be Devin Haney? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe it's Boots.
I'm a very diverse player. I can do this, I can do that. If you want to, I can
To jeśli trzeba, potrafię boksować, jeśli trzeba, potrafię wojnować, chciałem to udowodnić w tym pojedynku.
自分自身になり、そして、自分を嘘つくことなく、それで楽しんで試合をしたいと思いました。自分はカウンターもできるし、向こうの戦略に合わせてどんなスタイルで戦えるんですね。激しい殴り合いだったらそれもできると思います。なので、彼が何を持ってくるかによって自分が何を出していくかというところを考えています。
本当に相手を必要以上に挑発することもなく、戦ってご自身を見せてやるというふうに決めていくようにも感じました。それに試合の中ではそれで見せられましたか？
Did you show everything that you have in the ring today? Because it was very confident.
I told y'all what Brian Norman was going to do. Give him 2 egg rolls and send him home. with some soy sauce.
Dzisiaj zaprezentować swoje możliwości, by pokonać Sasakiego, a mój potencjał jest naprawdę duży i dzisiaj nie musiałem wyciągać wszystkich kart, pokazywać te wszystkie swoje bokserskie asy.
And some hot mustard sauce.
Yeah, you cannot disclose everything right now, probably, but please watch about the future.
They heard me on the storm, and you know I know what happened in the storm. They grabbed their boots and run. So we shall see what next coming. Hopefully October, November we can get some in, but we shall see.
No tak, było odniesienie do Woodsa Elisa, który jak wiemy poszedł w kategorię wyżej do wagi junior średniej, a więc...
Brian Norman said they grab their boots and run when the storm comes.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
You heard what Brian Norman Jr. said. Said the storm coming. Said they grab their boots and run. Brian Norman Jr. said he on the way. We'll see. Good right hand by Brian Norman Jr. Laid Sasaki to the canvas 2 times in the first round. And then finished him with a left hand. Stepping to the side. Party met a good angle too. Sasaki always trying to come in with that wild hand, with that wild left hand. Got caught. Then trying to jab to the body. Every time he would jab to the body, Sasaki, he'll leave his whole face open.
W tym ciosie to była naprawdę wyborna akcja. Miejmy nadzieję, że Sasaki szybko dojdzie do siebie. Jak pamiętają Państwo, Lamosza popuścił baterii po to, by zostać przetransportowany do szpitala.
All right, y'all. Another good fight. Let's give everybody a round of applause who came out here. Came to the watch party. Live compliments. I'm gonna be up out of here, y'all. Peace, y'all.
This is for my grandfathers, my grandmothers, my father, my mother, Curly, my 3 brothers, last but not least, Snubby.
Mr. McNeely, what was it that you have told your son?
And last but not least, Medfield.
What is it that you've...
That nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh. Tyson with a left hook, right up, down goes